What's up, guys? How's it going? This is Chaos Fox, and welcome to my channel. Um, I wanted to give my thoughts on Ryan versus Tank Davis. Shout out to Davis' victory. Congratulations to Davis. Also, shout out to Ryan for giving us all. Ryan put up a great performance. Unfortunately, Ryan did not win. He lost the fight from a bladder shot, which is the most painful punch in the sport, in my opinion, because I got hit with it. I remember when I was boxing, I got hit with two bladder shots, in different, sparring session with one of my friends, and they experienced bladder shots from their stomachs. Like it's very painful, guys. You gotta understand, like it doesn't matter what type of fighter you are. You're gonna be the best of the best. If you get caught with a really good bladder shot, you are going down, no matter what. You're not gonna feel the aftershock until like it ruptures your bladder, and that's why Ryan went down. Some people saying that Ryan threw that fight, that fight was staged, that fight. You know what? Whatever. It doesn't matter. They fought. They got it over with. It's done. What's done is done. Now Tank Davis is the face of boxing. He is the top to contender. Now, what puzzles my thought is that what really got me kind of like, what is going on? It's like when Ryan went to his conference, his interview conference, I did not see Oscar or Hopkins there. They was not even there. They didn't even show up. And they made a video on why they didn't show up. They was making excuses. I think it got something to do with the Mayweather team, because they were talking trash about Mayweather. Your fighters is not unique. They're not that special. And they did start with Mayweather. Mayweather was like, alright, so I'll just give one of my fighters to fight your guys. And that's how that all escalated. That's why they didn't show up, because they didn't want to hear Mayweather's mouth. They didn't want to be embarrassed. That's why Oscar bailed out the president of the, I forgot his name. He didn't show up. Hawkins didn't show up. And Hawkins' interview was weird. He said he wanted Ryan to be the face of boxing because he's pretty, he's a pretty boy, he's handsome, and he was just going on about that. And I'm just like, okay, like to me that was kind of like iffy, weird that Hopkins, like one of the greatest fighters, would say something like that. It was just weird. He was just going on about his looks. Excuse me. It shows that the people that promote you. Not even the people that promote it, shows who's really there for you and who's really not. It's like a movie Rocky. Rocky was telling Tommy Gunn that, he don't really care for you. He just want to use you and promote you and make money off of you. This is exactly what happened to Ryan, in my opinion. This is my opinion. I'm not trying to attack Oscar. I'm not trying to attack Hopkins. It's just that when you work so hard and you take an L, everybody leaves your corner. And this is a life lesson, for Ryan. And shout out to Ryan. I respectfully, humbly respect Ryan for a lot for this, because Ryan kept his cool. He spoke out. He had a level headed. He wasn't upset. He didn't go after Hopkins or De La Hoya for leaving his side. He said it is what it is. He took an L. He's done. He got that over with. That's why he's going back to 140. I think the hydration thing he went through kind of put a toll on Ryan's body, because I know a good fighter, I know years back, had to go through that. He had to drop his weight, and it's true. You become a weaker fighter, and you feel dehydrated from all that process. You gotta go through all that just to keep the weight at a level where it gotta sit in that weight, that weight set. So, but Ryan, he put up a great performance. He didn't feel like there was nothing wrong with him. He was fine. But Ryan, he did say that. He's like, I feel like I feel like a lot weaker. I don't have You know, I don't have what it takes to go on, and that's what happens to fighters. Like, you become exhausted. But Ryan, he put up a great performance. He did his thing. He did what he can to pull off a great fight. But it's like it was not enough, because I feel as though that Ryan couldn't give it his all, because he was like probably like a little weak from the fight, because I could tell the way his performance, because his performance is a lot different. I think at 140 he would have performed a lot better at 140, but Tank Davis didn't want that. He wanted to be even with the with the fight, which I understand, because that's how the sport is. You know, the sport of boxing, that's how it is. It's a competition sport. But that's what I'm really elaborating on. It's crazy how when you have a team that got your back and they all just dipped on you. The only one that was really there for Ryan, and always will be, is his father. That's why I respect his father a lot. You know, his father will always be there for him. And his father knew that, he probably knew that Oscar Norman was not going to be there for him. And there's no excuse. There's really no excuse. You know, Oscar could say one thing and another, but if you want to promote a fighter, at least be there for the person. You know, even if I had issue, if I was a promoter and I'm promoting somebody and I had an issue with the Mayweather, which I wouldn't really, I would not leave that fight aside. It's just disrespectful to the sport, in my opinion. What they did to Ryan was kind of cold. See, you could become something great, and you could become something just a leftover. You could become something not. It's crazy how you'll be the top star, everybody will respect you and love you, but as soon as you take an L, as soon as you take an L, they all leave you to the dust. That's how this world's built. This is why, for me, growing up, I learned a lot over this press conference for Ryan, because it's sad. You know, it's really sad. Not the fight itself. It's just that press conference. It shows you how people really are in this world, man. People only love you when you're at your best, but people would not love you when you are down, when you take an L, when you're not at your best, when you're not at your peak. They just leave you aside, and when you do, leave them. Leave those people alone. Don't tolerate with them. Don't interact with them. But Oscar in his video was like, Tank put up a great performance. Ryan, he put up a great performance. Shout out to Ryan. Ryan did a good job. Why can't you just be at the press conference and tell him that? Like, why you gotta be behind a screen at your home to do that? And I don't know if he was making an excuse or anything, but he said, Hopkins had testosterone, whatever, and he was, trying to, which he did, trying to prevent Tank from falling off the stage, because I think Tank was fine. I don't think Tank was gonna fall off the stage, He was just having a standoff. It was aggressive standoff. Like, him and Ryan was going to, bickering at each other, and that's how you sell. That's how you sell boxing promotions. You wanna be an aggressor, or you wanna be the most humble one. Ryan was the humble one. Tank was the aggressor. But in the ring, Ryan was the aggressor, and Tank was the most humble defense fighter. Now, my thoughts on the fight. Ryan overrushed it, and he overrushed it. He should have took his time a little bit, to figure Tank out, because Tank was doing that to him. And that's the thing about Tank. Tank will size you up. Tank will wait for that opportunity. Tank will wait for that punch, because he got the punch. Is that Tank was so comfortable to the point that he was in a complete defense mode. And the thing about Tank, he's an excellent counter, and Ryan is an excellent counter too. That's what makes the fight unique. I thought predicting it the way I would see the fight, what happened, that it would be an even fight, but it would be a good fight. Nah, it wasn't the way I predicted it. But anyway, Tank caught Ryan with a good left. Ryan got right back up. And then at the 7th round, and mind you, what a coincidence. I'm going to turn my music on. it is so weird how Ryan, when he fought Campbell, he caught Campbell with a bladder shot. A bladder shot in the 7th round in this fight. Before Campbell knocked him down. And then all of a sudden, in the 7th round, Davis caught Ryan with a bladder shot. Isn't that a coincidence? It's so weird. It's like karma, you know? Yeah, that was my thoughts on that. It's so weird how that just played out. It's like the universe just backstab at you, you know? It's just, I mean, the universe just backstabs you, you know? It's like, what the hell? But anyway, that's why I really wanted to get into this video, because what Oscar and Hawkins did to Ryan was kind of cold. I'm not attacking them. I'm not attacking, because you know, Oscar he's a great promoter, you know, and Hawkins just do what he do best, you know, help the good promote fights, and but it's like after Ryan took that L, I knew it, man. I knew it's like every fight, like I knew it when you become at the top notch fighter and you get knocked down, it's just over after that. You know, people want to leave you to the side. And what is Tank wearing? It's a lot of colors. I knew how that fight was gonna play, and plus Ryan was not fully developed yet, but he's a great fighter. Ryan's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. I'm no doubt. Like, I'm never gonna take that away from him. But the thing is this. Like Tank said, he's not a complete fighter yet. Like, he's literally not there yet. And I understood where Tank was coming at, because Tank he has years experience, and plus he had more fights than Ryan. But that's not the case. It's just that Ryan had a left hook. That's all he had to Tank, and Tank was avoiding that, and he was making sure he avoids that. And he was doing a good job avoiding that. He got caught a couple times with that, and that still didn't knock Tank down. Like, Tank is a beast. Like, when you boxing Tank, it's almost like boxing Mayweather, because like Mayweather's the same person. He sizes you up, but Mayweather's not a big puncher like Tank. I'm not trying to, you know, like downgrade the world champion. Like, you don't have to be a big puncher to win fights. I'm just saying, Mayweather's always going to be the best. The thing is this. When you're in a ring with somebody and they sizing you up, you should always switch your A game, because you never know what they're gonna have up their sleeve. Boxing is a tricky sport, and Tank is one of those tricky fighters to deal with, because I'm telling you, Tank dodges punches like he see the Matrix or something. Like he see through your moves, like a wild cat or something. He just size you up, you know, getting you the feel of it that you think you have it, but it just takes one punch. Like, it only takes one punch, and he got that one punch. He has an uppercut. He has a hook. He has a straight right. He has a not straight right. He has a left right. Tank can literally knock you out in so many ways. He can hit you with a bladder shot. He can hit you with a gut shot, and Tank is good for that. He has uppercuts. He has so much tools on him. While Ryan has a hook, and if Ryan would have caught Tank with a hook, maybe that would get the fight and, you know, have the fight more interesting to watch. But I knew how that fight was gonna turn. I said, something tell me this, you know, Tank might win this, and he did. He did. But anyway, that's my thoughts. But that's not what I'm talking about here. It's like that press conference really got me like, whoa, what is going on? Where's Oscar? Where's Hopkins? Because Mayweather was there. Mayweather was there for Tank. Excuse me, my allergy is killing me. Mayweather was there for Tank, and who was by his side was just a few people. You know, the people that had him, you know, had Ryan's back. But Ryan, I can see in Ryan's face right here. He's like, yo, I cannot believe I've been betrayed, yo. It's like over 1 L. Yes, Ryan, it's best to leave those people alone and go your separate way, brother. Because I'm telling you, man, it's not worth it. But you put up a great performance, Ryan. Shout out to you. Shout out to, you know, your family. Shout out to your dad looking out for you, you know, training you, doing what he can to help you, and plus the other guy that didn't really train Ryan, he was just there to support him. I forgot I forgot his name. The one who kind of trained him, but anyway. And shout out to Tank for his victory. Shout out to Tank Davis. That's my close on this video, guys. What is your thoughts? Like, do you think this fight could have been like a lot different, a lot better if Tank would have went up to 140 with Ryan? Like, how the fight would have played out? Maybe one day when they get a rematch, Tank will have to go up to the weight that Ryan is at, you know, like 140. Maybe the fight would be the same like it is here when he got knocked out, or maybe it might be a little different. Who knows? I don't know. But I would love to see these two fight at 140 to see how Ryan will perform to fight Tank. Now, if Tank gets him again and he takes a second now, then there's no excuse. Like, that's it. You know, Tank just don't have nothing else to prove to him or anybody. Like yo, I did what you commanded me to do. I got up to 140, and that's that. And if Tank, you know, knocks him down again, there is no excuse. But if Ryan comes back and beats Tank, then there's something interesting. And I know one of these two are going to want to break that record. Like, all right, we both got one L. One of us got to get the second L, you know? But anyway, I would love to see that if they have a rematch. But at 140. But anyway, that's my that's my thoughts on the video. Both great fighters. Put up a great performance. But I was expecting something more. Oh yeah, I expected something more. I thought people thought the fight was gonna end with Ryan, you know, knocking Tank out quicker. I like, that's crazy. Like, that's I was like, that's wild, man. Like, I didn't believe that. Like, it's possible, but like, Tank has so much experience. I don't think he will allow that to happen. If he did, I would be disappointed. I'm like, yo, that's crazy, man. Because he has more experience. Like, that wouldn't make sense. But Ryan has some serious confidence, and I respect Ryan for that. Ryan was not playing. He's like, yo, I'm gonna knock you out. Yo, you gonna go to sleep in the third. I think he said the third round. I'm like, damn, he said the third round. That's why I was like, oh, I want to see this fight. But it didn't play out that way. Those rounds was going further and further. And the more you go further with the rounds, the more Tank is going to figure you out. And that'll be it. But anyway, that's my thoughts. Guys, what you thought about this video? Was I on point about, you know, Tank versus Ryan? And with the press conference? Or did I explain enough? But anyway, what's your thoughts, guys? Let me know in the comments. And shout out to Tank being a world face of boxing next to Mayweather. Alright, guys, I'm gonna close this out. I'm out, and peace. Take care.